Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to New Jersey, where you're not going mad. I am still doing the grape harvest, however it is now September the 2nd. It got dark, so I've had a night's sleep. We've still got a couple rows to do. I just need to do a little bit of an empty on the old harvester. Take the grapes, get a few of them sold. There are 4 rows to go, ladies and gents. So quickly enable that. Right, we'll also go and check on the cedar, because I've got a funny feeling the cedar has finished. We need to do some rolling, we need to do fertilising, and we need to do weed spraying on this field. Right. Not a problem. So yeah, I kind of, at the end of the last video, when I was doing all this lovely work, I thought I'll just do a little bit of work off camera. However, because I was recording late in the day, very late in the day for me, I ended up having to pause the video, pause the game actually, for a few minutes. Because I had my dinner, basically. it became dinner time. So what I went and had my dinner, came back, game was still paused. I unpaused it. The guy was still doing the grape harvesting, the courseplay guy, and obviously this fella was still doing the seeding. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to let them run around for a bit. I'm going to sit down and just chill out, put my feet up for a few minutes, and all will be right with the world. Well, of course, I fell asleep, didn't I? I fell asleep after I'd had my dinner. I woke up and it was like pitch black in game. The courseplay guy was stopped where he's just... The grape harvester man had stopped where the grapes needed harvesting. Needed emptying, and obviously Cedar Man has finished seeding, so that's all good. But yeah, I didn't then get any more played that day, because I was like, I'm just going to save the game. I don't know how long the game has been sat on the screen with the cotton harvester waiting to be unloaded. And I was like, but yeah, I wasn't ready to jump in and start trying to play at that point, so I was just saved next it and I've picked up the day. So yeah, got quite a bit of work to do on this field then, ladies and gents. Like I say, I want to get some fertiliser down in a minute. I've then got to do I've got to do my herbicide spraying. My preemptive herbicide spraying. Get the grapes finished off, get the grapes sold. Hopefully then that should get me one of the achievements that I'm missing in the game. The one for grapes. Wow. Roller takes some time. quickest of tools, this. Or it might be if I actually had it hooked up to a bigger tractor with a bit more oomph. We are kind of lacking in the oomph department today. Should have probably put it on the back of the tricep, shouldn't I? So obviously we're just doing the headland. This junction. Get that done. So we can see where do too much. Yeah, getting the lime spreader down here is going to be fairly good. The frame rate's not brilliant today on this field. It took a long time for the game to load today. Hope that's not a worrying sign of things to continue with the PC being misbehaving. Good thing is this roller shouldn't take too long to do this field. I also would like to make a start on the grass mowing in today's episode. One of the things I'm going to look at is left shift. Turn the dust down a little bit. Maybe that gives me slightly better frame rate on the Dusty Lands extension mod. Because I was noticing that when I was like right behind the tractor, the frame rate was a lot worse than if I kind of panned around to the side of it. I wasn't looking through all that particle effect on the back. What we need, I'd like to hand this over to a worker, but imagine he would end up missing rather a lot of the field. Don't anybody get distracted by the little wheel on the right hand side of the roller still spinning round, even though it's no longer in contact with the ground. Why is that wheel moving? The left-hand one's not. I just missed a little bit there of the field, but I'm not going to worry about it. So yeah, yesterday was a bit of a weird one. We went and got sugar for the bakery, which didn't actually take a whole lot of sugar. We then went and took the bulk of the sugar that I bought to the factory, where we found it didn't actually make anything apart from brown sugar. And for that we need molasses, which we can't get because we don't have the materials. So I ended up wasting a whole load of sugar that I bought yesterday, which was a bit disappointing. It was. But I figure we can sort this out. Right, could you do me a favour? Could you carry on and just do a bit of rolling for me? Because I'm pretty certain I need to empty the... Oh no, I've done that thing again. I forgot to move the car. Which means this guy hasn't been harvesting the whole time I've been doing the thing. Well, as soon as you're up here, you might as well empty. But yeah, got to move the truck because it blocks the harvester, ladies and gents. I've only got 2 rows to do. I might as well do them myself. I'm going to do some re-prep work on this field. Do the fertilising, gonna have to do the subsoiling. Do subsoiling, do the mulching, fertilising, have to do the pruning in the winter, get rid of all the dead bushes. And the grapes will be able to regrow again. Obviously we're going to have the olives to do fairly shortly. And that's going to be an experience because I've not used those trees before. First time using that tree mod, so that'll be an experience. And we're off. Almost finished the grape harvest. The great harvest of 2022. It is still 2022 for me. It is obviously 31st of December. It has just gone 4 PM. So this is very much New Year's Eve, New Year's Eve. And 2023 will be on us tomorrow. New Year. Hopefully it brings lots of nice things. I would like some better health in 2023. I really would. I feel I've been at the wrong end of the good health scale for too long now. And with all the appointments I have throughout the year, I would like them to actually come to some, come to something good. And they actually come up with a way of actually being able to make my quality of life better. And my health. Just getting stuck on the poles. One of the great reasons for using Courseplay to do the harvesting, because Courseplay doesn't get stuck on the little wooden poles. There we go, ladies and gents. That is the great harvest done. Should be all of the grapes in that trailer. Stuff. I'm gonna park this guy over here. I'm not going to take him anywhere else. Right, truck then. So where can we sell the grapes for a start? Farm shop north. I'm going to take them over there. I've got 74,492 litres of grapes. Would you Adam and Eve it? What do I need to sell? Get the achievement. Is it 25,000 litres? Because what I can probably do after that is take the rest of my warehouse, chuck them in there to make fruit salad with grapes. That's if the achievement will pop for me. But yeah, we've got some big harvesting coming up still, because we've got a lot of cotton to harvest this year. A lot of cotton. We want 40 round bales, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to save all the cotton bales that come off the fields. I'm going to put them to one side. I am. Because I need to, again, to get the cotton achievement, you have to sell 40 in like one go. And apparently it's the achievement's a bit glitched. It doesn't count bales across saving and exiting the game. It needs to be done in one kind of session. Right, I need to get that where I can see it. sold a load of grapes. Did I not get the achievement? Selling grapes? Grapes. $15,983.1 meters of grapes harvested in total. Is it measured in meters? Is it not liters then? Is it meters? I've got to harvest 25,000 meters maybe. Which means I might have to do a harvest next. I'm going to have to do the grape harvest again next year. Oh well. We'll keep our eye on that. If it is distance, the same applies to the olives, which means my olive trees aren't going to work. I'm not going to be able to get the achievement with the olive trees. Not. Just going to park this back down here at the horses, so when I ride the horses in the not too distant future, I've got somewhere easy to teleport to. Because I'm still trying to get that achievement for the horses as well, by the way. I do fertilising with the sprayer, don't I? I don't do dry fertilising. We don't do dry fertilising, ladies and gentlemen. Right, how's it actually done? Not very well. So yeah, I need to fertilise once, I need to get the herbicide applied, because the weeds are growing on the field, even though they were already growing on the field, and then I've seeded over the top of them. Then we need to make sure most of this field roll. It's just a couple of little bits we've missed. Figure out. Right, the turn now, I should get it. Yep, that bit's gone. And then if we head this way, we should get that little strip that I missed. And the field is perfect. It's a shame I have to keep going into the bloody menu all the time, because for whatever reason, Giants don't figure having the overlay on the mini-map is a good idea. It would be so much nicer if on the mini-map, in the bottom corner, it showed you the areas you have or have not worked when you have field work tools like this equipped, and fertiliser sprayers and seeders. I don't understand why they don't have it in the base game, because they do it for precision farming, don't they? Whoa. Slippity-doo-dah, slippity-day. Alright, we get to do some liquid fertilising. Grass mowing might have to wait till the next episode then of the series, where I might actually do two new horseplay courses for the grass mower, because I think I finally cracked the issue with the courseplay missing bits in corners of fields. I think I finally cracked that over Christmas, playing on the multiplayer server, and obviously having the input and discussion with my Twitch subs, like By Now John, who I think was the guy that I was talking to during the stream when I came up with the idea to test. And basically we tested various different mowing width settings for the machine in courseplay, and also various different headland overlap settings. And ultimately what we've come to conclude is that to get the best chance of courseplay completely working a field without missing bits, you need that headland overlap set to 25%. And your tool width, your working width, you need to decrease that by about ½ a metre with whatever tool you're using, whatever job you're doing, and then you'll find that the combination of the decreased work width will create a natural overlap on all the up and down rows. And then with the 25% headland overlap coupled with that ½ a metre overlap, he tends not to miss bits. It does get close though when you're watching him and he does his lovely little turns in the corners of the fields. It does get very close, I have to say, to wandering off. The tool does not follow. It does tend to wander a little bit wide in the turn. But so far on all the fields that I've reworked on Maypole, not missed any. He doesn't miss any corners, which is great. I do this, and I do the same now with, like, on all the mowing courses that I've done. Fantastic. He doesn't leave bits sticking up in the like over on this field, for example, where you can see where the mower misses bits in the corners all the time. we'll be able to correct that. Cool. Alright, this fella's gonna, unfortunately, need to be let loose. In it? Might have to refill him as well. Yeah, there's a lot of grass on that field that I definitely need to reprogram. Try and get course play to do a bit differently. Let's see. Right, here's hoping then this guy will actually follow the course. If you can follow that course, I'll be quite happy. Right then, ladies and gents, I'm going to quickly stop this recording, get the next one underway. So thank you for watching today's episode. I'll be back in a couple of days with the next episode. But for now, everybody, take care of yourselves, stay safe. Happy New Year!